Hey, everybody.
Hey
Hola.
everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with Fashion Boy here.
Renaissance man.
And
Or
me,
pirate.
Banshee. He's just showing off the wonderful work of Fiber Magic, who made that cap for him. She's so awesome. She really does great stuff. So,
Alright.
welcome everybody to the show.
Welcome.
Wow. Hey, I know Mr. M is not here right now, or I don't see him in the chat, but we know Mr. M just had a birthday. And so we're going to do a birthday spread reading for Mr. M at the beginning of the show as soon as I get done with the card for the collective. So we're going to get going. And remember, everybody, that, when it's your birthday, and be honest, the month of your birthday, let us know as it gets closer to your birthday. We'll try to squeeze in a birthday reading for you.
Just also want to remind everybody to be patient with us. We tend to take our time a little bit. And also with our moderator, Violet, she will write down the questions, but, let's all just, coast through this afternoon.
And remember that, oh God, now I lost my train of thought. Remember something. Remember. I can't remember. If you can't stay, give Violet your question, write out your question, and we'll still do the readings in order. You can wind the video back and look at it later, okay?
Right. We don't want to drag the show down by waiting for people to show up when we ask for them. So that's may happen. We have to deal with that. But if you're going to scoot away for a while, you might as well leave the question and then find it in the stream when you come back.
Okay, Mr. O.
And some people do that, so we like that.
Pick a card. Pick a card.
That one. Oh, I think we've been here before.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while, but yes, we have.
Sunrise.
It's sunrise. One of my favorite things I used to love to do is get up and watch the sunrise when we were on camping trips. Gosh, I don't know if I could drag myself out of bed anymore to do that, but... Sunrise Portal, the Oracle of Portals. Every sunrise is a portal filled with magic and possibility, much like the miraculous moment when the pristine liquid light of the sun newly appears on the horizon. A beautiful new day is dawning in your life now. On this new day, you are free to create a fresh life pattern and momentum for yourself. You are free to release yesterday completely and to arise renewed in body, mind, and spirit. What do you want to experience in this new day? And what do you want to let go of? What worn out beliefs, habits, and expectations can you leave in the past so you can step into this day with nothing but the purest intention and most sparkling self-regard? Today you can redefine your identity according to your most beautiful vision of yourself, because that is who you are. Do you wish you had dared to dress a certain way, try a hobby or career, move to another region of the world? Well, you may have told yourself you just weren't that person. Today is this new day that is dawning for you now. You can see that you not only are that person, but that you've always been that person. So you are now free to reinvent yourself as a bold, courageous person you are in truth. The sun is rising on your beautiful spirit, and your heart is shining more and more brightly by the second. It's also saying that the time is right to follow a new move. I'm not going to read all this because honestly, I get it. I hope you do too. And really, doing things to reinforce magic or what you want to do, your goals, your desires, your dreams to manifest. Get out into the sunrise. Reaffirm that every day is a new day. You're living in that now, and that now is more important than your past. It's more important than your future. What really should matter is the now and doing things in the now, right?
Exactly.
And
that's
ahead.
why I'm wearing my sun-colored cap today, because I just knew we were going to pull that card.
go. Wow. Well, synchronicity there. And the more you live in the now, the more you attract things to you, in this now. And so let go of the past, let go of thoughts and worries about the future, be here now. And it's never too late, to start and be someone you never thought you could be before.
Right.
Like wearing hats like that.
And everybody's waiting for their reading, so we want to get going because, of course, we are doing a special birthday reading for our good friend, Mr. Maurice.
Mr. O is pushing me along. All right, but I like it.
We do that, as Banshee mentioned, for people on their birthday, the birthday gift spread. We try to put that right at the top and then just get through the readings afterwards.
Yep, so we're going to roll.
V is after that.
Do you want to use a reading since you're so ready? A card deck?
Oh, okay. I will use the Neon Tarot. A little shocking, perhaps. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that, V. We always do the birthday readings first when we have them. We don't always have birthday readings, thankfully.
Hi, Tidal Wave Tarot. I see you there.
Hey, Tidal Wave, we'll get on the list.
There you go. I need
Okay, this is a deck you will be able to do. Okay.
It's her list, Violet. It's okay if you add it to your list, but she has to do her own list too. So. Backup plan number 968, whatever.
I'm one of those better safe than sorry people, and I know I screw up sometimes. And that's really why you're here, because I screw up a lot.
Speaking of screw-ups, if you were waiting on my animated version of the card of the day and wondered what the heck was going on, I had so many problems. I don't know what kind of brain fog was happening. Okay, Mr. Maurice, whenever you get this, the gift you received last year that you can use to make the most of this year. That's our first card. And it is the reversed Ten of Swords.
Oh, wow, Mr. M. That's awesome.
Some big defeat that you recovered from, or that you stopped or overturned, some actual stress-inducing issue of violence or argumentation or who's right, who's wrong. You defeated that. You survived that. That's the gift you got from last year.
You're not just a survivor, Mr. M. I think this really points out that you are a thriver. This year, I know you've been, undergoing some stress and worries about finances and various things. But, this shows that, you're able to rise up and rise again. And maybe some incident or episode from last year made you stronger. It's like I say, when I see this card, it's, what doesn't kill us makes us, shadow here, makes us stronger. And I think that's the message here. You are stronger this year for something you've overcome, right, from last year.
Okay, so then card 2, the gift of the present moment. And it is the upright 4 of coins.
Ooh.
We'll put that there. And the gift of the present moment maybe is suggesting that you realize you need to work with your financials. You realize you need to conserve for projects or interests you need that backing of. For the most part, it may suggest that the gift of the present moment may make you appear to be a little tight to other people, but in terms of yourself, this is exactly what you want to have. You want to be able to be fiscally conservative at this time. It's the gift that you're getting at this point.
Well, bam. And, maybe the gift of the present moment, too, is that, you're able now to value, the things that you have, acquired, and to take better care of stuff. Perhaps it's maintenance on your car, keeping it up to date. Whatever the case may be, you are valuing your things more. And I agree with Mr. O completely when he speaks of conserving or just holding on to your resources.
All right, card 3 is the gift from your connections with others in the next year. And it is the 8 of Cups, right? Doesn't it look like cups there?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely the Eight of Cups.
Upright.
And it's upright.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So let's show that there.
Wow, Mr. M, it looks to me as though what is this again?
The gift from the connections.
Yes, your connections. I almost wonder here if you're going to be making new if you haven't already. Well, clearly, because this is from your birthday to your next birthday,
Yeah, in the
you
next
will
year.
be making new connections. I think you'll be forging new alliances, making new connections that really boost you in some way, make you feel more empowered, make you feel better about yourself, or maybe your interactions with others.
The gift of your connections to others in this next year is also about maybe them showing you a way to go or giving you hints, subtle or otherwise, to move you in the direction that you want to go. But maybe it's just because you feel that energy of their warmth and attention to you that they feel like, yes, it's a good thing for you to move in this direction.
I was just going to say that it's going to allow you, that they may set an example for you that makes you want to aim higher, to be moving in a higher direction. All right.
So, card 4 is the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams or goals. And it's the 2 of Cups. And I'm going to say that this suggests that, whether it's with an aspect of yourself or whether it's somebody else, you partner with someone or something that you can trust and harmonize with, and that this is going to help you build towards that.
Wow, this definitely smacks of, it's interesting here because we've got this positive card with your connections, Mr. M. And then here, working on your aims and goals, it seems like others that you're surrounding yourself with, somebody, you might partner with on something, collaborate with people. This is positive for collaborations and partnerships of all sorts. And as Mr. O said, maybe this is also about aligning something, your values and your goals within yourself, with your skills and abilities or whatever, bringing two sides of yourself together to make things happen, to manifest what you want.
And the gift, the 5th card is the gift from your spirit guides or your ancestors, what they want you to know or keep in mind in the coming year. And I like it. We work with you a lot, and you always have nice questions, and you're very nice to us. Temperance is that gift. And I think the ancestors or spirit guides or whatever's around you just want you to maintain balance, to not take things too personally. I'm not saying you are, but that maybe just that idea of really trying to modulate everything, so that you don't get too excited over the things that are really challenging.
Yes, leaving? We are, Violet. We just didn't announce it yet. But yes, thank you.
Yeah, we are.
So, wow, the spirit, your spirit guides, your allies, I think that they would work in harmony with you well if you need to contact them for support. Meditate upon your guides or try to get messages. They are there. They definitely want you to seek balance in your life in this year ahead. And, they're willing to help you work towards that. So I think this is also, again, a very nice card in that position.
So finally, card 6, the gift this year ultimately gives to you. What lessons will you have learned or what progress will you have achieved by the year's end, by your next birthday? And it's the Knight of Cups, and they're upright. So I like that. I think that says really you move towards what your heart's desire is over the course of this year, or through the result of incorporating and aligning all of these gifts to you, that you realize what you really want and how you can really move yourself towards it. The Knights are about movement, and the Cups represent that which you really love.
I think this next year is going to move you to a place of joy and satisfaction, particularly in your interactions with others. There's going to be a lot more harmonizing and, giving and receiving love. This could be, an important year as far as relationships go, if, with your significant other or with others. It's very harmonious. It's very creative. It seems as though you're going to be able to allow your imagination to run free. And I also feel, maybe there's a connection here with your spirit guides and ancestors as well, or at least with your inner wisdom that, your intuition is really going to be working. Your gut feelings are going to be really working in your favor, and that's the gift of this year. That's the gift. So, wow. It sounds awesome.
It's a wonderful reading, Mr. Maurice.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy it. Whenever you get a chance to see it, it was our pleasure. I like the fact that you got so many nice place cards.
Nice place cards, upright cards for the most part, and wow, and with one of Mr. O's decks too. I'm impressed.
So happy birthday, and
must
we
have
will
meant to
see you
be.
again.
So good luck with that, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cancerian. All right,
And
let's
we want to
get
get
on with
right
the
on with
show.
the readings, and I
V
think we are
was-
pretty close to our point of this is how many we can do in our time period.
Oh, Shirley came? I'll find out just a minute. But yeah, because we did this reading.
She's going to do the quick math, and Sunny has joined us. Hello, Sunny.
Oh, we can maybe take about 3 more. Maybe. I think I counted 16.
Let's do it one by
counting
one.
Violet. But that's besides Mr. Maurice, so that's 17. So yeah, I would not want to do maybe 2 more. Maybe 2 more. We'll
Yeah.
see how it goes.
All right, so V has asked, and thank you, V, for your patience. Thank you very much. Who is coming towards them?
Yes, we are spinning the wheel, V. Would you like a spin?
Yeah, we will do that, of course. And we only spin until the first person wins the prize. After that, if we do it, it's a mistake, and we shouldn't be. Like
And you
Thursday night.
And you just wait till our next time to try again, our next live show.
So here's your spin, V, and cross your fingers, everyone, or V.
And there it is. I can't believe it. There it is.
The world.
There it is.
Yeah, you won, V. You won
You
our reading
barely
for
won.
the day. You barely won. It's right, just a notch over the line. So congratulations, V. Contact us at our Gmail, and we will go over the parameters of the reading, what we're offering as a free reading, and that kind of thing. So congratulations, V, for winning the reading.
Holy moly.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sorry everybody else who was here for a spin of the wheel, but that's it for today. Mr.
Yeah, so-
O called it, I guess.
So no one else gets a reading, or a free spin. Sorry. Should I move this out of the way? Maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get going with V's reading.
Even though the spinning wheel is fun, we're done for today.
Yeah, we don't want to give any.
All right, let's get V's reading for today done. But V, when you write to us, I will email you back with a list of readings you can choose from, and then we'll get busy and do it for you.
All right. Whoops. So you're welcome, yes. And that means I'm pulling Lenormand for V's reading. And Sonny is blessing the reading platform with his lower legs. I know, it doesn't usually happen this fast. Usually we go like literally a whole, session before somebody wins.
Right,
So
sometimes we can go a show or 2 even without getting that.
Yeah, we have had a show where
we have in the
nobody won, so.
past, so.
And of course, this is part of our what we call Christmas in July, which is our way of just giving out a few little freebies to our wonderful fans. Whoops, sorry about that.
Yeah, stay off my cards, Mr. O. Ha ha ha. So is this what's coming towards me in love? Yeah,
Yes,
who's
mhm.
coming towards me in love? So. Well, let's see what we get here. The first card, oh dear. The first card is the Tower.
Nice doggy.
The second card is the Six of Swords, upright. They're both up. All the cards are upright here today. And the third card is Strength upright. Wonder if I should... Well, I'm not going to look yet. I might go back to the deck in a moment for another card V. But let's talk about...
Lenormand.
Oh, what might be coming towards you. Yeah, what do you got?
Key. And the ship.
Yeah, whatever's coming towards you, this is really interesting to me. With the Tower here, the Tower is one of these crisis cards we have in the tarot, but I'm going towards it first because it seems like you've learned some lessons in the relationship department now, and, it's time to... whether you've just been in a relationship recently or not, it's time to pick up the pieces of your life or the lessons that you have learned and move forward with that. And that's very clear to me by the Six of Swords here, which is a card of movement, which is a card of...
So is Sunny's tail.
Yeah, which is a card of moving to better things, better conditions, relationships that are more uplifting to you, maybe more tranquil and easygoing and flowing and calm. So I can't help but wonder here if this might be establishing some more friendship kind of relationships first, and maybe they will move on deeper from there. I just got that feeling when I saw that card that things might be a little bit more easygoing. Or, you might be falling into a relationship with somebody who just seems very compatible, very comfortable, to be around. You feel safer, securer, they make you feel good about yourself. And what's that final card? Strength. Strength again is a card where, this relationship to me, I don't know, somebody might look at this differently, but when I see Mr. O, but when I see Strength upright and I'm thinking about who it is that could be coming towards you, it's somebody who just may not how do I want to say this? May not have the total wow factor and that you're really excited about, but it's somebody that just has a quiet strength, a quiet presence about them that you might find really attractive. I'll stop
Well,
there.
when I first looked at the cards there, I felt that there wasn't necessarily an indication somebody was coming towards you and that maybe it was more about you processing where you had been recently in a relationship. But as I listened to how Banshee was talking, I started to feel differently about it. And I do feel that maybe this person that's coming towards you has been in a hardship of a relationship or hardships of their own perhaps, but they still feel they're moving towards something better, and they ultimately are a true believer in the strength of their heart. So that is just describing the qualities of a person. That could be the person you've met recently, or it may be somebody that you've yet to meet. But my feeling is that the important things about that are expressed in the Lenormand, because there's a boat, the ship, which indicates travel of any sort, metaphorically or literal, and the key. And I'm wondering if this says that to some degree you may have to move yourself either closer towards this situation or at least in mind somehow.
Did you read that?
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did read that about the Aries.
Yeah, so I mean, I look at the ship as definitely movement and travel, but it's also movement. And I feel like the key is that things are starting to move now, I feel, in a direction of romance. It may be with this Aries, it may be with somebody else, but I feel like things are shifting and moving for you now in a positive direction romantically. Now, as Mr. O said, maybe this means there's somebody else out there that might be a distance away that is moving towards you. I don't know. But I like what he said here, because we both have given you a little impression of what you can expect from the person coming towards you. They're going to be comfortable to be around. They're going to make you feel safe and secure. Mr. O thought that maybe they had they're coming out of a relationship that might have been a little bit tumultuous. And I'm just feeling with that card, it's you maybe picking up the pieces of the lessons you've learned from other relationships and using that going forward to find somebody who you truly feel good about being around, And that's what it feels like. Somebody with a quiet strength, somebody with a quieter approach to things. And that's funny that it would be in Aries. We're not always quiet people. Huh?
That's what Violet's saying. Of course, I'm thinking like, well,
Yeah.
there's a difference between the March Aries and
This is
the
true,
April
too.
ones. And I think of our old friend. He could be very loud, but he could also have that quiet strength. And he was a late March Aries.
So it's
But,
hard to say.
It's hard to say.
But,
It really is.
And it also depends on other placements in the chart. So there could be things that modify that fire, And so good luck, V. I think things are looking up. I think this is the best we can do for you right now, but I
Right.
think that this gives you an idea. And,
And certainly
hey,
you can come back and ask us again.
if that Aries feels comfortable, see where it's going to take you. Wishing you luck.
Good
luck
luck.
with that.
And thanks again. All right.
And he lives in a different state. Wow.
Yeah, I saw that,
Well, I hope we're onto something here, V.
Good luck, of course.
And congratulations again on winning the reading. Just
We'll be in
contact
touch.
us and we'll get back to you.
So Flower Beauty is up.
Hey, Flower Beauty.
Hi, Flower Beauty. I thought you might have left a question. I don't remember. Let's see. You're welcome, V. My work contract is ending soon, so I am worried. When will I get work? Need guidance. Thank you. That sounds good. That sounds easy to remember.
Sure does, Violet Lotus. I'm pretty impressed. This reading seemed to hit a mark here. So I hope things work out. For V.
Thanks for reposting, Flower Beauty. Okay, I'm going to pick my Karma Music Tarot. It's a nice deck from about 1978.
I see a when question there, and I don't know where my deck is.
Well, I'll let you look for that.
Oh, I see it. I have to get up to that, though. I see it.
And that's the back of the Karma Music Tarot. This deck was made by a Bohemian artist who lived in the Danish regions of the world somewhere around 1978.
Okay, let me get the Lenormand.
Oh, Sunny.
It's going to be interesting.
Okay. 8 of coins. Upright.
His sleeve, man.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, it's all right.
Between
Eight
the
of Queens
sleeve and the
upright.
tail, yeah.
Okay.
And then the 10 of Wands is upright. And also on Sunny's tail. And then finally, the reverse King of Cups.
Okay, indeed. Because then there's here.
The first Lenormand is the lilies. And then the Sith. Oh, Sunny, you're adorable, but please.
Well, this is a tough one to read here, Flower Beauty. I'm not going to rule out that something will happen, but it's going to be frustrating and a little bit stressful with the King of Cups reversed here. Don't allow, of all things, you got to make sure you don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Don't allow stress to overwhelm you and that you get anxious, you know. The 8 of Wands here seems to indicate to me
Points.
that... Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. The Eight of Coins here, I was still going to talk like it was the coins.
Of course.
The Eight of Coins here indicates to me that you still feel as, if you're not working, you're going to be working hard at trying to make this happen, or that's the key. You really have to keep trying to find work. Look wherever you have to, network, try to find people, contacts to see if they can, they have any suggestions. Keep getting resumes out there. You've got to just keep working at it.
I'm wondering if you're really going to have to try to transition to new skills, and nobody ever needs to do that in an ASAP situation under duress. You are asking for what you can do, and I'm getting some of that from the Lenormand, the Scythe, and the Lilies. This may be saying that maybe what you have evolved or built up to now is not going to serve you in this immediate sense. It doesn't mean that you won't ever be able to find a career maybe in the area that you'd like to be in, but maybe right now at this time you do have to find something more practical. The Eight of Coins also suggests to me that if there are ways you can somehow share work or collaborate, part of a team, I don't know how practical that is for you. Maybe it could also be saying too that if there was something more that is in your background that comes from a group experience, a team project that has skills, maybe that's what it is. But the other two cards are really not very good in an indication. One is the Ten of Wands, which just seems to suggest burdens to carry, and I'm actually wondering too if that has somehow any indication towards student debt with you or something like that, where like really getting out is a matter of also being able to deal with some of the financial burdens you might have that could be a result of student debt. The King of Cups could be that down on yourself attitude or not impressed with yourself, but it could also be to the ideas that come from people in the job market who will say to you, well, you're just not what we want, and it feels cold. It doesn't feel encouraging at all. So sometimes you have to ask people, what kind of things would you have liked me to bring to this interview to impress you more?
Well, I didn't talk about the Lenormand or the Ten of Wands
I know,
yet.
I just went through, so I will stop.
No, that's okay. I do that too. So I would just say this. That's what I was getting when I put the Eight of Coins with the Ten of Wands kind of together. The Ten of Wands is about burdens, and so I feel here, it's good. This is why you've got the King of Cups. This is where, you're stressed. You're stressing yourself over worry about this and feeling kind of heavy feelings right now. I almost feel like maybe that 10 belongs with the King. There's heavy feelings right now of, will I get a job in time? And it's worrying you. Just keep working at it. I think that Eight of Pentacles is saying, just keep working at it. Now, I love what he said with the Lenormand there, but I would also say that maybe this is saying for now, it may be that you may have to accept a position that is a little bit beneath actually your talents and skills just to get in the door. You may feel that, you are worth more, or that you could do better than a job that might be coming to you. But it might be something you have to accept for a while to either gain more experience or, just to get a foot in the door somewhere. And maybe then it gives you some breathing space for you to find something else.
Flower Beauty wants that when question answered.
Yep.
They mentioned it twice. But before we do that, I just want to mention that, of course, we always feel tarot is a snapshot in time, and we're not allowed to say that we are job coaches or medical people or lawyers. We can only tell you what we see, and maybe hopefully that gives you some ideas for yourself. We can't, absolutely predict, something's going to happen and when.
Well, Mr. O should have used that time is that we should also indicate that tarot's not the really best predictor of timing. I mean, there are just different systems for doing that, but we generally don't do that very often.
Yeah,
I would
true.
say looking at this, that something will happen. I'm going to use the timing cards and just see if they will help us. in this reading.
And it's a mixed blessing because sometimes you get things that indicate like, oh, this is going to be a very long time. And we don't really like to do that because nothing should ever take forever. You know, life moves pretty quickly. Let's face it.
Wow, this is very interesting. I always pull two of them to hopefully get a window in time. Now, don't panic when you see that
Before the
year ends, or you have to remain consistently positive. Once that happens, within 2 months. So, I hate to give you this window, Flower Beauty, but according to this,
time is fluid.
Possibly between 2 months from now and the end of the year. And you know what I'm wondering with the way that I was looking at the cards, if maybe within 2 months you're going to find this, what I call this gap kind of job, you know, where it's not necessarily everything you had hoped for, but it's enough to make you happy, and that maybe you will continue to look for something else and maybe land that job by the end of the year. That's what I'm kind of thinking here, because I almost think something is coming, but it may not be totally satisfactory to you.
Well, we do believe that what you last said there, you know, tarot is a great tool for self-actualization, for meditation, for discovery about yourself, as well as other things. It's literally a life's journey to work with tarot. So we would, of course, encourage anybody to study tarot just for themselves or for what they feel they need to do. You know, and I could only say if I was selling a product, your results may vary.
If I were to hedge my bets, Flower Beauty, though, I think something might start developing, I hate to say it, but in August. And the reason I'm saying that is when I look at the cards here, that Eight of Coins, to me anyway, was you still working on this. You still have to,
Okay.
you know, really try to keep looking right now to find that job. And hey, you might score some interviews and stuff, but you know, this is already mid-July. So I'm almost thinking that maybe some of this is going to play out into the month of August.
We certainly wish you a lot of luck with that. Absolutely.
So good luck with that. I hope that helps. It may not be what you wanted to hear, but I hope it gives you some idea here. And hey, prove us wrong. Just keep at it, and let's see what happens. Keep us posted.
We'd love to have more time with you, but we can't really answer another question like that. You know, I mean, we can just say that when you know tarot cards, you would pick the cards that you feel exemplify what you want.
How you can change this reading for yourself is to keep working on it. Just keep looking for jobs. Keep working. I know somebody who hasn't been successful, who's been on our show, who's been putting out like 20, she claims 20 resumes a day. So, I mean, you're just going to have to work hard on it to try to make it happen if you want to turn it around.
You're welcome.
So good luck with that.
And we truly know, we have been there ourselves, not in recent years, but I remember, you know, having problems when I was a lot younger in the job market because the economy was so messed up back then. That was the early 80s in this area.
Hey, Jack Deep, you are up. Which one am I going to use? I'll use this one.
You're welcome.
Will your manifestation come true?
Nice way of asking. Did you want to spin on the wheel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we can't because we gave one away already.
We can't. Yeah, what?
Sorry.
See? He just doesn't know when to quit.
She programmed me.
No.
Yes, you did.
You can't blame me for
Yes, you
that.
did.
No.
You did too.
Well, maybe these cards will be more difficult with you-know-who laying here.
And just a little mini shout out to our friend Fiber Magic and Carl, her husband. They're both at the Mystic South Convention, which is Florida or Georgia, I can't remember, which is a nice convention. I noticed a lot of other people in the various fields there with her, so very cool. Hope she's having a good time. Mystic South.
Well, we start with the Death card reversed. I'm not happy about that. But, yeah, let's talk about this. We have the Two of Swords also reversed. Yes, Mr. O.
Ay, caramba.
And the Hanged Man also reversed. Wow. So, Jack Deep, let's see what Mr. O has.
Clouds, mice,
No!
and the mice face the dark.
Well, let's put it this way, Jack Deep. Okay. God, do I even want to start with the Lenormand now that I see that? You know, some of the troubles or things that maybe are getting in the way of manifestation either could be stress or worries on your part, you know, about maybe you want this so badly, you know, that you're allowing some negativity or some fears to interject. And it may be disrupting the flow that really truly wants to come in here. And the reason I say that is here, holy moly, you know, what are you doing to make this happen? Are you working as hard as possible? It shows death here is reversed, and it's almost as if there's an unwillingness to change something that needs to change in order for this to manifest. So I don't know if it's your... What do I want to say here? I don't know if it's your expectations that need to change, or if it's the way you're going about things that needs to change, or if it's, you know, the fact that maybe you need to move this forward more. There's more you need to push to make this happen. Some move is definitely being called for here. And maybe it's the move to make a change of some sort that you maybe have been hedging on that you don't want to have to consider changing. I'll stop there, but the Hanged Man, actually I'll finish because I'm almost there. The Hanged Man is also saying the same thing. It's like you need to come off the tree, stop thinking about things, and you know, stop hanging up. Things need to stop hanging up here, and there needs to be some moves forward, one way or another, to make this manifestation real.
There seems to be like a come here but stay
Yeah, I
away
know.
kind of pull between the Death reversed and the Two of Swords. And I'm wondering if deep down inside you feel, maybe it's even subconscious so you don't recognize it, Jagdeep, but you're not really doing this for yourself. You're doing this maybe for a perception that somebody else likes it, or that something else would like it, or that you're not totally convinced it's really what you want. That's why the Hangman reverse could be there, that you're just totally not sure. A part of you does want it, but you're not sure yet. And there's this real push-pull effect going on.
I think the Hangman also talks about the willingness to sacrifice something. And so, again, that falls in line with the idea of change. You know, maybe you have to let something go, you know, whether it's expectations or whether it's, something you're not doing or something you are doing, and be willing to change it up. Be willing to make that move, change it up to make it happen. I don't know.
I also wonder, too, if that one of the things that could, beyond that, be holding you back is the fact that you have some set of circumstances in your life that bring a certain amount of frustration to you, little things that aren't working out, but they may be rolling into a bigger thing that kind of poisons or depresses you, and maybe this affects your manifestation too, because it sort of makes you feel overcautious or not cautious enough.
And I'm not saying it won't happen. Maybe
No.
we need to do a quick yes/no.
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's grab those cards.
Do you want me to use the deck?
No, I'll use this one.
Okay.
But you can shuffle them. How about you shuffle and cut?
All right. So we're going to just do a quick yes or no on the question, the basic question. Is your manifestation true?
And when you lay them out long ways like that. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I I do think it's slow in coming, but you can move things along. I think with that Two of Swords there, because it was reversed, think kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not shuffling?
No,
Okay.
I set to do it long ways. Now, which way should I pull them? Yes, okay. All right, thank you. It's a special deck. All right, I'll count them.
Okay, Sienna.
Oh my gosh, okay. It's leaning towards no. I don't want to burst your bubble here, but right now it may just be saying there's a delay. There's things you need to do. We've got the Hermit reversed and the Page of Wands reversed. So the Page of Wands could indicate some bad news coming to you in regards if this has anything to do with career or projects or goals. But, the Hermit reversed is just saying, make your presence felt more. I almost feel like, this is part of it too, is if you really want to manifest something, you have to be all in on it more, and you have to, especially if this involves, job or career goals or something like that, you have to make your presence felt more out there.
I wonder if the manifestation you're looking at, you think you're able to do it more remotely, but I think I agree with Banshee. I think you have to be more hands-on, that if it's the kind of thing that you put mental energy into it or non-physical energy into it, that's fine, but you may need to actually do some physical work in some way or somehow be with that situation.
And also, make sure, whether you're trying to attract anybody for love, romance even, or career, whatever the case may be, whatever it is you want to manifest, make sure that people can see what you truly have to offer them too. The wisdom, the knowledge, or who you are. Let them see who you truly are, your true authentic self. And I think it will go a long ways to whatever it is you're trying to manifest.
There may still be something about yourself you haven't totally realized that maybe is a strength to yourself, but you've just been overlooking it. So look into yourself a little bit and try to accentuate what your strongest points could be.
Okay, so Siama is up and wants a general reading. That's what we have for you, Jagdeep. I wish I had better news, but remember, the cards are only a snapshot in time. Things can change.
All right, well, I am going to use the Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot.
And as I thought, it's not a definite no. It just seems there's some uncertainty right now, Jagdeep.
You're welcome.
You're very, very welcome. I know. It's not like I have to shuffle them. Just mix them up a bit.
Snort. General reading.
Interesting.
Okay. The first card is the Ten of Swords, and it's upright.
Oh.
The second card is the Knave or Page of Coins. And then the third card is another 10. It's the 10 of Batons or Wands, and it's also upright.
Gee, this is kind of a heavy reading all of a sudden. What's going on with the cards?
I don't know. There's the ship again. Oh, and the cross.
I don't know. It just almost, I have to say this, Siama. It seems as though there may be some sort of painful experience coming towards you. Whether, I don't know if it's a betrayal per se or not, between you and some other people, whether it's friends, family, whatever the case may be. It could be related to job or career. This is very confusing to me. Or it could be related to someone, maybe that Page of Swords, or Pentacles, is about someone, that you really maybe trusted, you thought was a trusted person. And so that makes it a lot harder. I also wonder here, maybe there's something else going on here, that this isn't something that's happening to you, but maybe this is something that affects you because it's happening to somebody close to you, and it's kind of burdening you, it's making you feel, like you have a heavy load to carry. You're helping somebody carry some grief or sorrow, and you need to, I feel like you're moving into a phase right now where, this is kind of a sad period for you for some reason.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Any other way.
Gonna go out on a limb here and say, is somebody a student, yourself or somebody else? Are they really feeling burdened by, their pressures, or maybe that they feel they're failing for whatever reasons? I sort of feel like if it's not a traditional student, maybe it's a student in another way, or maybe somebody just really feels like they are finding out that there's huge burdens and possible opposition to their goals. Maybe if it's not about being a student, it's just about really somebody really feeling, yourself most likely, that you need to really work on yourself, but there's opposition. There's tens on each side.
I almost wonder, too, when I see the cross with the ship, if, whatever's happening to this person or persons, or if it's between you and somebody else, if distance is a factor, too. There's some worry, sorrow, or grief because, you're not close distance-wise to each other, and that's causing some of these difficulties. It's very vague reading. I don't know if this resonates with you at all, but
it's vague, but yet it sort of indicates really strong forces going on.
Yes, and they're kind of contentious here, in that there is some burdens, there's some sense of hurt feelings on somebody's part, and it could be about something that, maybe somebody wanted to grow. This could be a partnership, a relationship, or something like that as well.
That's a good point, Violet.
A feeling of distance, maybe that's a good point too. The closeness is missing. So I don't know what resonates with you on this, but yeah, the cards are not happy today.
Well, I think we're going to leave it there.
We have to leave it at that. But maybe, if it's still, if nothing has happened, we can check next time you come and see what the cards indicate then. But right now, it looks like you're entering a period that's going to bring some sorrow and grief along with it.
If you do feel that this is about something specific you are aware of, maybe next time you should just give us more information or ask more directly to that question.
I wish you luck with this, whatever it may be. Good luck.
Yes, Siama. Thank you.
It's not anything you shouldn't be able to handle, but, it's just to indicate some tough times emotionally. And Preeti, you are up.
Hey, Preeti.
Hi, Preeti. Man, I always wish your cards were happy joy, but we gotta call them like we see them sometimes. Oh, you're doing that. I know. Okay. And let me pull. I'll do this one
Oh, okay, let me look for it.
White is coming towards me. Got it. Thank you, Violet.
Thank you, Violet. I didn't even see it.
And it's plain as day right there.
Oh, my Lord.
I didn't see it either at first, to be honest. Just keep trying with us old people.
I want my Ovaltine.
So that we'd see it. And does it work?
You expected me to pay attention? Oh, no. You were told about that, but it wasn't me. It was...
No,
maybe it was
don't
me.
do that. All right, what's coming towards Preeti? Well, we have the King of Swords upright.
Looks a little...
Well, we have the Eight of Wands upright.
Oh, nice.
No unhappy cards here. And the Six of Cups upright.
Hooray.
What do you have that's happy?
The sun doesn't get happier. But where is it?
Find your joy, find your success.
Do you have to look for it? Or
Well,
travel towards it?
okay, so I know the King of Swords is there. What's the middle card again? Oh, Eight of Wands. And then Strength. What? Dr. V. Well, we can add Dr. V.
We'll probably make him the last one.
No,
though.
I was supposed to be, I think, one more after, I believe.
Well, we'll see.
But yeah,
Hi,
we
Dr.
might
V.
have to stop with Dr. V. Looking at the time and all.
At the rate we're going, you'll be right at the end probably. So that could be a
Yeah,
while.
Dr.
To know.
V, you might want to leave your question if you can't wait. And then look at the video later. All right, well, okay. You've got some decisions to make. Preeti, you know, I think the King of Wands is here, or Swords is here for that reason. He's also saying, you know, it's time to really think about where you want to apply all of this energy you have right now. What is it you need to do? What is you need to focus it on? What is your target? Because it's great to have a lot of energy, but if we scatter it all over the place, nothing gets really done, does it? So it's time to harness and focus that energy and direct it into something, you know, very useful. Now, does this mean with the Six of Cups here that maybe you should be exploring something that you used to want, desire, or that you used to do in the past? The Six of Cups is often about revisiting the past in some way. And so I can't help but wonder if the past isn't informing this. If maybe you've been thinking, you know, I used to do this and I used to be very happy. Maybe I need to do this again. Whether it's a hobby, whether it's some type of work you used to do, you know, whether it's maybe somebody that you used to have a relationship with in the past. Whatever it is, you know, maybe it's time to resurrect this now. I think that's what's coming towards you.
Well, I'm wondering, because I'm combining the Lenormand and the Tarot, if maybe you are planning on traveling or visiting an area you lived in as a child, or when you were
going
younger,
back to something,
or something that you felt you really enjoyed. So I wonder if you're planning to visit or planning to travel there. It's a big decision. That's the King of Swords, maybe. But you sort of feel like really called to do this. That's the Eight of Wands. And maybe the Sun, too. You know, you just sort of feel like... And I guess I would have to say, if you don't think you can physically travel there, there is maybe some sort of sense of really revisiting what it was that made you happy, the things you remember from the past. Because I think you're finding, like she was saying, some strong sense of informedness that is maybe kind of giving you, you know, direction and also encouragement.
Well, and I feel with that Lenormand, it is movement, it is travel. That, yeah, maybe this is saying you need to travel to find your success. This may mean you need to travel to some place or revisit a place you used to. Maybe it just means a move, to a new job, but a job in a place you used to work for. Let's just put it that way. Or to travel to find whatever it is, it's a move towards success. I think from what I said here, making a decision, to focus your energy on something that may involve some place or something you did in the past would be a successful move for you.
Ooh,
and that's
like
where
that.
the sun and the ship comes in.
Right, and it really does kind of combine the Lenormand and tarot in a way that isn't always exactly easy. Sure, Dr. Victor. Hopefully it will be.
All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that, Preeti.
Good luck, Preeti. You're welcome.
We are on Libra, and Libra asked.
Libra asked.
She wrote it down. What's coming towards me also?
All right, and I'm going to use my Deviant Moon Tarot for that. And a friend of mine on Facebook is actually doing lessons based around learning the Deviant Moon Tarot, which I thought was kind of unusual of a pick, unless, of course, there's some different take that I'm not understanding. I did use the Deviant Moon in a couple of other readings in recent times. I've used it for Goth Tarot, and I think I used it somewhere else too, but I'm not recalling it at the moment. Yeah, we saw that.
Oh. Okay.
One more. All right. Okay, first card is the Ten of Pentacles. It's upright. Second is the Queen of Swords, which is also upright.
It's really interesting. Okay.
I think so. And then it's the Four of Swords, and that too is upright. So that's a little bit around.
Hold on. Hold your horses.
The Mountain and the Goldfish. Interesting indeed.
It is interesting. I think, Libra, what's coming towards you, I think you're getting to a point now where what's coming towards you may have to do with your long-term financial security. Are things, how can you best, see that your needs are going to be taken care of, not just now, but, moving forward into the future here. And the Queen of Swords is here, which indicates to me, too, that, give this a lot of thought. The Queen of Swords has a good way of finding that sweet spot of balance, She wields that sword understanding there are two sides to that sword, And, this is about finding the balance for yourself and finding the harmony. What will make, how can you best meet your long-term goals and also be sure that you're taking care of things in the short term as well. And that is, again, the four. So, this is a time for you, maybe too, to, like, for example, I know you had issues before of moving. I know you had issues before with having a job, a regular steady job. And so this might be saying this is a period right now of recovery for you. Use this time to totally recover, and maybe save some of your resources, because when I look at that Lenormand, I see here that, money troubles, I won't say troubles, but there are obstacles to the cash flow of money in your life right now. And you need to iron them out. And maybe that is, where the recovery comes in. Just be sure you're not adding to your debt or debts, and try to pare them down.
Right. So when I look at that thought that Banshee said, and then I look at the Ten of Pentacles, I sort of feel like, yes, this is a little bit of a balancing act, because maybe things look like they are smoothing out, and maybe you feel you can invest more in your home or something, but you want to just achieve that balance and maybe really look at it with very discerning eyes. But overall, that Ten of Pentacles is good, because I think it's suggesting a lot of solidity, sort of a stableness to you is coming. You're sort of stabilizing. Maybe it's getting bills paid. Maybe it's finding ways to, make life seem to move forward, because you have a family, and you have to do that for everybody. And that means you have to make hard decisions, and maybe harder ones are coming, but you look like you're going to be able to make them, because I think
so.
You're buoyed by the feelings of the networking, success, family connections that are working for you. And maybe you realize that, of course, even if you can't physically take a vacation, you have a way you can kind of relax more, rest more, heal more. You might just have to put your foot down and say, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to visit friends. I'm not going to visit, auntie and uncle, whatever it is you need to do to kind of chill a little bit. So I like all of that.
Throwing money at your problems and obstacles, may be the answer here to some extent, so long as you're really not creating more problems for yourself. I see it, speaking of the two-edged sword, I kind of see a two-edged sword with the fish in the mountains there as well.
So it's a balance then.
It is a balance act, and there's many ways to read that Ten of Pentacles. I could have talked about the fact of work-life balance here to make sure you're trying to even the flow there, but I'm really getting a strong sense here that this is about financial recovery and getting your footing solider with your finances and not creating more problems with yourself. Just the way I went this time with that. So good luck with that, Libra.
Take care.
Okay, Violet. Let's see, SP, you are up. Did you leave a question, or are we waiting? Oh, she's got it. Okay. Or does she?
I'll scan upward and see if I can find.
I might have read that wrong. It was Dr. V's question, I think. Okay.
No, SP didn't leave their question. I'm pretty
okay,
sure.
SP, if you have a question for us, let us know.
And while we're waiting, I will mention that, of course, we know that the sun is moving into Leo, and therefore it's time for another monthly modality message. And it's our unique tarot astrological reading where we look at your modality energies, you got them, and then you figure out what you can do to enhance your interactions with your associates
Let's
or friends.
add Alicia to the list, and we'll close the list right now after. Since SP we're probably not reading for, I don't see SP answering. I guess you can go ahead and count down, Violet.
Yeah.
Alicia, yeah, you better come earlier on a Sunday, because we got very filled up fast today.
Yeah, on Sundays we almost always fill up our list really quick, usually before the first hour is up.
But we'll get you in.
Hey. So then who are we on? Kara? Or did we do the countdown? Let Kara
she's counting
do that.
down
there
now.
it is. Yes. 899, 317.
Kara's ready with her question. She says, enough of this countdown stuff. All right. Okay, so Kara, you are up. And what do the ancestors want you to focus on this week? Well, is it my deck?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, and it's my Lenormand? No. Sorry.
No, thank you, Alicia. I know you came the other day, and I believe you're subscribed, so we appreciate that. And we just try to squeeze as many in as we can in a 2-hour with a little overtime block.
And we had a birthday reading today, so it took a little more time. Somebody won our free spin already, too, so we gave away a free reading. So the wheel is gone, because we're only giving one free reading away per show. Last shuffle. We'll do my reading for this one.
All right.
All right, so what does the ancestors want you to work on this week?
Focus on, right.
Focus on. Well, the High Priestess is reversed, Kara. Your ancestors want you to work on your connection with them this week, maybe. Or to get more in touch with your inner self. Maybe, you've been distracted. Maybe things have been just a little bit murkier. Maybe it's time to do a little bit more meditation, a little bit more trying to delve into the deeper realms and try to focus more there. It just seems like the focus isn't there.
Do you think that there are things in your life that maybe are like there for you, but they have really a spectrum between them? They have really opposite qualities. So it's not that they're a contradiction, but that they vacillate or that they, move. Maybe Spirit is saying that, you need to kind of figure out why there are these varying dynamics in your life. Sounds like maybe it's talking about, bipolar kind of things that really range back and forth.
Go ahead, keep going for a minute, please.
That's it. Why is it important?
Oh, okay, good. I wanted to see something on our website. I'm going to answer Alicia's question real quick with a link.
Yeah, we don't do paid readings here generally.
No. Just let me answer the question.
Okay.
If you go to our website, Alicia, we can give you an idea of cost. If you scroll down just a little bit, we tend to charge by the card for most things. Now, some of our other readings are Zoom readings and stuff. We charge by by certain scale of time, like a 20-minute reading, a 30-minute reading. But if we pull a certain amount of cards for you, we do the reading that way, we can charge that. So check out this price list. As you scroll down our page, you'll see that.
Can we add SP back to the list?
SP.
It'll be right at the end. And
we're going to add you right at the end, but if
you think you're going to slip out again, but you want to read, and you should leave us your question.
Leave us your question. I did mention that, so sorry we had to pass you by.
Okay, so why is this important to Kara?
Why is this important for Kara? Because you're missing out on a golden opportunity, Kara.
The Page of
It's
Pentacles.
possible they have some messages for you that could promote growth and knowledge and wisdom that you need right now.
Right, exactly. It's important because maybe it's a challenge for you to find it. That's what they want you to focus on, because they want you to find this thing, but they don't want you to have too many clues about it. The Page of Pentacles can be a scholar, but when he's reversed, sometimes they're not quite getting there. And maybe it's important that you figure this out to some degree on your own.
Oh my goodness. So where is this heading?
Yes, to self-promotion. You got it, Tidal Wave. Where is it heading indeed? The Fool, and the Fool is upright. Puppy dancing.
Oh my goodness. This is so wonderful. The Fool upright. Okay. So where is it leading? To new explorations, to new adventures, to new, this is to give you, it may make you feel more comfortable with taking on something you never thought possible before, taking a risk, a chance on a new path.
I like the idea of the dog there with the raven or crow behind them as sort of like a silent guider of them. And I feel like the dog's instinct is the raven or the crow. And of course, these are quite clever smart birds. And I think this is saying that why it's important is because you can really access something that you think you don't really have because it's deep inside of you, and that's what this is going to help you do here.
What do you have with the Lenormand, Mr. O?
Oh, what do I have indeed? And that's fine, SP. Thanks for leaving the question. So the first one was the garden,
Oh.
and then it was followed by the bear.
So, this will really self-empower you to, do something maybe more. This is weird. I think that but maybe where this is leading and is to empower you more to be out there more in public in some way, to do something, to carry some messages or some wisdom, some knowledge, some skills or talents out there in the public eye. I don't know. Or maybe this will also encourage you to be out there more, just be out there more and feeling more comfortable within your authentic self.
Maybe the thing that you can't quite find, or the thing that you want to be braver about, is something to do with moving yourself a little bit more in the public, standing up for yourself in the public, standing up to snotty people on Facebook or whatever it is.
I think she does that quite well.
Yeah, I think you do. But it does sort of seem to be something like finding your voice in a way that maybe affects you in a public persona way.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Wow. Hey, these guides are not messing around this next week.
What was that, Sonny?
Sonny just woke.
Just did some spazzy thing there. You're very
Okay,
welcome.
is it Sejal is up, I think?
Sejal, and they asked
About
John, their crush, and wanted to know their feelings about them.
Okay, all right.
So I
it's a
will
crush.
use the Neon Tarot again for that.
Sonny is his most adorable self today. Except when he attacked Shadow earlier. And we caught him before anything really happened, but that's Sonny. And I was just saying to Mr. O the other day, I jinxed it, that, boy, the cats seem to be getting along so well together. They seem so in harmony. And then he goes off on a little mad on you.
Hi, Sejal. We're doing your reading right now.
Hey there, Sejal.
All right.
So this is a crush, and let's see if we can discern feelings.
So there are the 10 of coins upright.
Okay.
There's the King of Coins reversed.
Huh. Go figure that.
And then there's the Wheel of Fortune reversed,
No.
which I don't necessarily think I like.
Oh.
Okay, so the 10 of coins starts us off good. I mean, you're basically asking...
Their feelings. They're crush and just want to know if they
I
have
think
any feelings.
that they see in you, maybe a sense of stability, a sense of maybe belonging. That's the 10 of Pentacles, coins. And a lot of times that relates to the concept of either a family or of a network or of what you call your family. The strength you feel, the support you feel, the security you feel when you're in a situation that you feel is like your home or where you feel your home. But having said that, the King of Coins, maybe Sejal thinks that, there are management things that elude you. Maybe they don't feel like you're, how do I want to say it? It may be about the material things, like maybe they look at you and feel that you're underemployed, or that you're not working at your best capacity, but it more often relates to, I think, how you manage things. So maybe they feel, and this is kind of tricky, that, despite, the sense of belonging there, they sort of feel a disconnect with how that may be expressed in certain practical ways, the management thing. But then finally we end up at the Wheel of Fortune, and maybe they feel you're unlucky. Maybe John has a feeling like things are random about you sometimes. Like maybe sometimes things work and sometimes things don't, or they don't always understand exactly where they are with you. Like maybe they feel the wheels don't always align between your hearts.
Well, I don't know if there's a class or status thing going on here. It's often hard to read the Pentacle cards in love relationships. It gets kind of clunky sometimes. But from what I'm seeing here, the Ten of Coins is upright, and I get the feeling they are looking for, stability here in their lives. They may be feeling that, maybe they feel that they aren't. I'm wondering here if they are really looking towards a serious long-term relationship at this time. They feel like they need some stability in their lives, and I'm not sure if they're seeing that with you, or if they are thinking about you in that regard. Because I almost feel like here with the Wheel of Fortune is saying to me that maybe things just aren't syncing up, that they don't feel like a synchronicity between the two of you. That seems to be lacking right now. And when I look at the Lenormand, we've got that ring, which is great to have in a relationship reading, depending on, of course, what it comes up with. And there's the mountains. And so I feel like here there would be obstacles and struggles to commit towards you, at least right now. They may not be thinking about it, and it's interesting here because it seems like they need that in their lives. They're looking for that. But I think when you're asking about how they're feeling about you, I'm not sure they feel like either, I don't want to say measure up, that may not be the right word here. And, even if you hear that word, realize that's how they feel. That's not necessarily any reflection on who you really are, okay? So don't be down on how people feel about you, because they could be wrong, and most likely they are. But they're just not feeling that things are syncing up, and that there may be obstacles towards achieving a commitment here.
That's totally what I get from the Lenormand, the mountains and the ring, is that it doesn't mean that they won't or that they can't, but they sort of aren't quite getting there. Maybe there's just some rough terrain that they have to get through. Maybe they need to have more communication ultimately.
The wheel can be about time, too.
Yeah, that's true, too. You're right.
So, I wouldn't rule this out. You may want to ask again later and just see if the conditions have changed. I would just say right now there's something blocking this. And it seems like it could be this person's attitude. So, don't write them off, but don't put a lot of stock into this person right now at this time. I understand you have a crush, and that's great, but try to find some perspective here and just see where things have, what could possibly develop. I'm not ruling it out. Good luck with that.
Oh, Violet, I'm just being silly. You know that.
Mr. O.
So Lena is up then, and the question is, spirit reading in finances for next 6 months. And yeah, I actually know that you do cut and paste, so I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to retype out those questions.
We've done the same thing when we've had to take over for you. So we are on Lena, and what was Lena's question? Next 6 month finances?
It's your deck.
I'm just mixing this up for you.
Okay.
There. Did I just use the dog deck? I think I did. Yeah, it's true. I've been there. I tried to do it the long, hard way. That does not work well.
You're welcome, Sejal.
Hey, you're welcome, Sejal.
Hey, Sonny. That's right. Control C, Control V. Or on Mac, it's Apple C.
Okay, finances for the next. Oh boy, look what we got here. The King of Swords reversed.
Well, I call it Apple, but it is the Control key. You're right. Anyway, yes, there's that. The King of Swords reversed. Mm-hmm.
Followed by
Control V.
Followed by.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Mr. Maurice who dropped in.
Hey, Mr. M.
Hi, Mr. M.
Oh my goodness. Well, needless to say, we did your birthday reading at the start of the show. So
Yes.
you can catch it there. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That was yesterday. I hope it was a good one.
Of course, we did our card for the collective first, and then we have the Ace of Swords, so that's pretty good. What do you
So
got?
it was actually a really good birthday reading. We really liked it a lot. It's the first reading right after we started and did our collective card. So I hope you enjoy that. All right. So this was for... I'm sorry.
It's for Lena.
Lena. Okay.
6 months finances.
Get going.
Okay, I shall. Fine. Except Sonny is totally blocking my view. That first card
King of
was
Swords
the King of
reversed.
Swords. You know, Lena, one thing you've got to be certain of here is you've got to be careful with the decisions that you make in regards to your finances in the months ahead. You know, don't be too rash. And by all means, look at both sides of things before you rush to judgment, before you make decisions. Whether it's about leaving a job or moving your money somewhere or whatever the difficult decisions you have to make are, you know, it's not going to serve you well if you don't think about them first. And if you can't really come up with a solution yourself, you should try to get help from a financial advisor. Look at here, because you have the Two of Cups here. And the Two of Cups indicates to me that maybe if you collaborate with somebody else, you know, whatever the case may be here, that you will do better than trying to come up with better financial solutions for yourself. This could also indicate to me that maybe in the next 6 months, you will be partnering with somebody on a business venture, or maybe somebody you know will give you some options for how to increase your revenue streams, your finances, or suggest a new job to you. There is the potential here for victory. You know, there is for a potential for things to move forward in a positive direction, most definitely with this Ace of Swords here upright, but it's going to depend a lot on you and the choices and decisions you make.
So I agree a lot with this. I actually wonder if within the next 6 months, if you do have some sort of partner, even if they're just sort of a partner in name, that maybe you're splitting from them because maybe you're finding somebody new who's better suited to work with your business ambitions. And that sort of comes out there with that Ace of Swords, the idea of a new quest or a new project or a new way forward here. So I think that even if there isn't a partner that you're changing with, there may be some sense of advice or protocol that you're moving away from, you know, like you're looking at a business model or an idea that just wasn't going anywhere.
Well, we are always glad to have you here, Mr. M. That's really nice.
Yes, I
and
appreciate
some of these
hearing
readings today, I'm sorry you missed a lot of them. They were doozies.
that. So in the Lenormand for
do you
Lena,
got?
our first one is the Sun,
That's awesome.
which is really nice, and then the Ship. So I think it's
Oh
really
my
clear that
gosh.
probably by the end of the 6 months, a lot of things will have moved in a very satisfactory direction, kind of what we were seeing with those two.
100% agree. This is moving towards success. But, be careful. Just be careful and be wise. And if it means collaborating with others or getting advice from others, that's what you've got to do. But I think it's going to work out.
Hi, Jano. I'm not sure, but I think we're closing the list.
Yeah, the list has been closed.
Okay, but I am reminding you that, of course, we owe you a reading that you won the other day. So just write us at our Gmail address to arrange that.
That's right.
But we can't take you today, sorry. So you're welcome to stick around and watch if you want, or we'll see you next time.
All right, that's what we have for Lena. We are on Firespawn right now, I believe.
All right, yeah, because we don't want you to lose your chance at a reading. Cool, thanks.
Firespawn is up.
Hi, Firespawn. Welcome to the program. I think you've been here before. What are S's feelings or intentions towards me? Good question. I think I should use the Karma Music Tarot for that.
Okay. Be my guest.
Mm-hmm. Earlier today on our YouTube channel was the recorded show Banshee's Material Matters. We're there at 10 o'clock in the chat room to further illuminate the reading, share coffee sips and laughs and fun with our tarot tribe, who quite a few usually will show up to.
Number of people stopped in today at least to say hi. That was very nice.
Very nice. So it's good financial information. It's on our YouTube channel, Banshee's Material Matters.
I'll be curious to see what you get.
All right.
Oh, sunny sun.
S's feelings towards you. 5 of coins, which is upright. 9 of wands, which is upright. And 7 of swords, which is reversed.
Here.
The bear in the Lenormand.
I just thought it was important to get these out there too
Okay,
for this.
and then the bouquet.
Yeah.
Bears and bouquets. Did you want to start? So S may be feeling.
I'm thinking about it still. Go ahead.
S's feelings towards you. Maybe S feels you're lonely. Maybe S feels you need something, but you don't know exactly where it is, or maybe there's many traumas maybe that keep you away from seeing that. That's the 5 of coins.
Can I interject on that?
Go ahead.
One? Too, I wonder here if S is wondering how they would fit into your life, or wondering if they fit in with you at all, that maybe that's part of what they're thinking. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Then we move to the 9 of wands, though, and maybe S feels that you are somebody that stands up for yourself, or that you are somebody that's standing up maybe for other things too, that there's a sense of really you're prepared for whatever happens. So if this is the very beginning of anything that's moving towards a relationship, they may have this feeling like, you could stay, you could go. Like you're not necessarily gonna put up with anybody's crap necessarily. So maybe S is feeling like, if you don't really like them, you'll move on quickly. I'm just throwing that out there too, in a way.
Well, if this is, just somebody you're wondering their feelings, you don't have a relationship with, or you haven't, I wonder if this is saying that S,
Feelings towards you.
right, well, that's what I'm saying. S is feeling like they're wondering how, maybe how they could, fit get in touch with you? What do they need to do? Either to get, maybe they're feeling like, are they, gosh, this is such a hard one. This is a hard one because it's how they're preparing or how they feel. You know, maybe they're trying to feel like, now, is this something that is worth pursuing? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just wondering right now if you are a person that they would be interested in pursuing.
Well, then I want you to start on that one next.
Well, I feel here that this is like maybe they want to find out more about you. Maybe they do.
Ooh, I like that. I get that. Okay. You know, I was a little perturbed by that one because sometimes this is talking about people trying to keep things secret or not able to keep things secret.
It's reversed. So
Yes,
it's
it's
almost
reversed.
like they want to find out and they're hoping to find out more. So maybe they will be at least communicating more with you. I feel here that they might feel like you bring them some joy if you are communicating with them, or that you could. This is about joy's happiness, a gift, and that you make them feel good about themselves in some way, which is really important, you know. That to me is what strikes me about the Lenormand.
I feel that this card also expresses the idea that they see in you a very strong person, because I sort of see that from some of the other things.
That
I mean,
could be.
that's a strength thing there too, you know.
Going to rule that out.
So I would say that maybe to some degree you are challenging to them. You mentioned, you know, their intentions, and maybe they look at you as a little bit of a challenge, you know, someone to figure out exactly how to approach, you know.
Right.
And that the fact that maybe there is more to you that they don't understand yet.
And they're trying to figure it out. I mean, I don't know. I think with this Nine of Wands here, I almost feel like they're getting ready to do something, you know? But I don't know. You know, this was about their feelings. So maybe they're coming to terms with how exactly they are feeling about you. And like I said, I think that you bring them some joy. So there is some positive thing going on here. Despite the fact that I see the Five of Coins, I'm a little concerned, but I also think it's because maybe they just need to figure things out more. They need more information. So, I mean, if we didn't quite get this right, if this is somebody you broke up with and you're wondering how they feel about you now, it might be that they still need, you know, they need to find out some things first before they can decide how they feel about you.
Right. There's nothing in here that explicitly says it's a new relationship. So I guess that is a point to consider, that this could be
It
somebody
could
you've
be
known
for-
for a while in whatever context.
I mean,
but some of that still applies, I think.
it's fine when we get questions about what does so-and-so feel about me, but without context, sometimes we don't know, do you know this person at all? Is this like a previous one? But when somebody says it's a crush, then I get the idea, okay, you really don't have a relationship with this person. So right now we're kind of operating blankly here, but giving you the idea, you know, of what they may be feeling about this.
Oh, no
going
kidding.
forward.
That's interesting.
Ah.
Well, maybe that just means that
Well, they're
something...
secretly following you, see, or watching you. They're sneaky, but when it's reversed, it's like truths will be revealed, or
something will
that's
come
the
to
thing.
light.
They want more. 'Cause you asked what they were feeling. They're trying to find out more about you. That's what it is.
Well,
Oh,
hopefully
thanks
it's
for
all
that
good.
clarification,
Thank
though,
you.
Firespawn. That makes sense to me now.
Violet's right, too.
Yeah, it might not be negative. They're, like I said, they may just be trying to find out more about you. Think that they want something to be revealed, and maybe they are finding out what they need to know. You know, or maybe they will come out with the reasons soon. Maybe they'll actually approach you, as I almost feel like they will. Well, I hope it's in a good way, because, you know, at least with these Lenormand, it definitely seems to be good intentioned here.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I wish you luck with that.
Well, if there are other developments, you should let us know.
Yeah. Keep us posted, definitely.
We're curious.
Good luck with that. And we are on Dazzling Empress.
Hey, Dazzling.
How's it going?
Yeah, we had some signs today, too, in our backyard. Oh, how do you want to do that? That's an interesting
Oh my
question.
gosh. I don't even, well, you know what? I never, believe it or not, back in my day, it wasn't a requirement or anything. I never went to kindergarten or any kind of preschool. No. My mother left, but my brother got to go to kindergarten. And I do believe it was kind of a boy thing. You know, he got to go to school earlier than me because, hey, school wasn't that important for girls. And, you know, when I was growing up, according to, you know, old school people, because we were supposed to look for a man to marry. The only reason to go to school was to find a man to marry.
It's your deck.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it is an interesting question. I moved around so much, there's no way I'm ever going to run into somebody from kindergarten. Nope. This is actually my 50th high school reunion or anniversary. And I've never gone to any of them, but I was mildly interested. I'm like, you look younger than other people, so you ought to go there and just brag amongst all your gray-haired former high school friends.
I am so glad times have changed as well. And, you know, even though I was born in the kind of later end of the 50s, not exactly, my mother was, you know, already in her 40s when she gave birth to me. So she was very old school, you know, for that era, too.
No, it's pretty sordid what happened in my life, you know, why we moved around so much. I'm probably not going to talk about it right now.
Dear.
She knows, of course.
Yes. Don't
That's
I
funny,
know?
though, you guys. Yes, I'm from the 1950s. Both of us.
Oh, man. See how old we are? Well, you got the Queen of Pentacles reversed here.
Tell
to
your grandma to
start.
come and get a tarot reading.
This is such a cute card.
Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, we're your grandparents.
Justice upright.
That's why Violet
Ooh.
likes us.
Oh my gosh. I don't think you want to see them again.
Five of Swords.
They have changed.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the Lenormand. The book and the letter.
Oh my gosh, but doesn't that sound like school? You know,
It does
Look at
in a
the
way.
letter. That's so funny. Well, dazzling-y.
Well, sees it.
The Queen of Pentacles reversed indicates that, you know, for your own peace of mind, don't go there. Don't go there, you know. I mean, you may have a nice, how should I say this? You might have good intentions here, and you might, you know, just be thinking fondly back on this, like, in a good way, in a harmonious way, just wanting to see them again. But you know what?
Someone seeks justice. Did you tease somebody in kindergarten?
Yeah, you know,
I teased.
well, I don't know here, you know, I mean, it's the scales are balanced. I mean, you may have good intents. That's what I'm saying here. You know, you may have things in balance and just want to do it to do it. But I'll tell you what, the Five of Swords is here, and that's a card of conflict. I mean, that's a card of arguments and conflict. It's almost as if, to me, they may be different people today. You know, like maybe they're on a different political spectrum from you. You know how divided society is today. Or maybe they're a different lifestyle from you. It may not engender the same kind of feelings that you might think.
I'm sorry about your grandmother. If she was born even at the early 50s, that means she's only about 5 years older than me. And frankly, that's too young. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, you can think of us as your grandparents, Dazzling, if you want. Anyways, I sort of feel like everything Banshee said is pretty right on there. I get the feeling like this is just something you probably don't really want to do. The justice one bothers me because maybe there's a sense that...
Well, I like what you said about that there may be, it may open up some old wounds or people that want to redress something.
Well, I think that's a possibility, but I'm also wondering, too, if it just, in a way, maybe puts you in a different kind of light from them, too. Like maybe they question why you would want to do that after so many years. I mean, because for you, it's got to be 15 years or more at least, right? So I wonder about that. But I also wonder, too, if like maybe the idea is already out there. The letter may be indicating that somehow you are going to find out more about people from that part of your past.
So it was the letter and the book.
Yeah.
You know, it might just be saying, hey, you know, it might be okay to inquire and just check it out. But I think what it'll say, what it's trying to say is you'd find a whole lot, you know, from doing this. And maybe because of that Five of Swords here, it wouldn't be something you really want to know.
It just might be the kind of thing that you wouldn't want to place a lot of stock in it, that it's going to mean anything, you know, like it's casual. And maybe, you know, I could even do that. I could possibly casually associate with somebody from long ago, but I wouldn't well, I'll be honest with you, Dazzling. Right now, I have two siblings that I never see ever. And one of them I haven't seen in a couple of years since our mom died. And I'm sort of slowly moving to get in touch with them. And it's
as fate would have it, a storm intervened when he tried to reach out to one of them. And they were supposed to get together. And roads got flooded out and he couldn't make it.
But I'm under no illusion that I could ever recapture what we knew decades ago when we were kids. You know, we're so distant from each other, and this is my blood, you know, but there's really so much difference between us. So it is and it isn't. You know, we both lived our whole lives without really...
We need to move. Look at the time.
Like that?
I finally we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 readings to go.
I wanted to stand on my soapbox. Okay, Dazzling, we got to move. The boss is talking.
2008, 2009? What? That wasn't that long ago. Holy moly.
Our granddaughter was born in 2006.
So you are right in her era. Of sorts. All right, Mr. O. Hi, Viddy.
Okay.
Are you with us
Yeah, so
still?
you're about 2 years older than our
Did
granddaughter.
Viddy leave a question by
You're
chance?
young.
Yeah, you're a baby. 2004 was the year my mother passed away. Yeah.
And she was 87.
Wait a minute. That's not right.
2003.
It was 2003. 2004 was the year we moved here, right at the end of that year.
You're welcome, Mr. Reese. I'm glad you listened to it.
Yay!
We thought it was a pretty positive reading. Colorful, too.
Yay! And remember, it's always there, so you could go back and check it anytime. I'm glad you got to catch it, Mr. M.
Our son was born in 1983.
Doggone it, Dazzling Empress!
You have to leave now. You have to leave.
You're making me feel like old. It's awesome. Interesting synchronicities there, I have to say. All right, Violet, did you say Viddy? Yeah, so sorry. Did you say Viddy?
Left a message? Yes. What's in store for me in love for the rest of July and August?
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon.
And I'm going to use
We're having a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
Taking jokes about age in stride.
And of course, you and I are both Aries and Violet Lotus.
Yeah, that's right, Estelle. It's way too late. We're sorry, but we'll read for you again.
July and August, eh? Okay.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm pretty cavalier about being an old guy. I'm older than my current boss's father, who just retired in the last year or so.
That's life. You can't go back. You just go forward. And, hey, we've lived a great life. We've had some great times. We've had some down times. It is what it is. I'm hoping for many more.
Cold and old, Kara. Cold and old.
Oh. Nicely put, Kara. Sorta.
Okay, so your love life for the rest of July and August. All right.
Oh, it's love life. Okay.
It was about love, I thought.
Okay.
What's in store for me in love for the rest of July and August?
All right. Go on.
It's the reversed Four of Wands. It's the upright Queen of Wands. Kind of angular there. And it's the reversed Ace of Cups.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
But I'm not surprised because I drew
the Anchor and the Mountains. The Anchor was first, though, right?
yes.
Okay. So the reversed Four of Wands is not a very bad card, but it may indicate that some things are just going to be more okayish than really wonderful. You may feel like there's some nice things going on, but they don't feel incredibly inclusive of you. Like maybe you realize that friends or family or neighbors are more drawn in by things, but you don't feel exactly in tune with that.
Well,
For once reversed.
yeah, I know, but I didn't want to start there.
Okay, go where you want to go.
I want to go with the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
I kind of feel here, this is such a dynamic person. This could be you, Viddy. In that you're trying to put yourself out there. You're trying to get noticed and recognized. And I think a lot of people could see some beautiful, sparkling qualities about you. So that's not the issue here. You are not the problem. And I feel here this is the problem. The Ace of Cups reversed. It's as if right now love is not flowing towards you. I just feel like there are blockages. And the Anchor and the Mountains seem to indicate that as well. That right now you are anchored in a period of obstacles in your path for whatever reasons. It could be, I would just say this. You might be engaging in some social activities where you are meeting people, but there is nothing that really is going to gel. It just seems like there's a hard time to have things come together right now in the love department.
Well, when you went that way, I suddenly thought or realized to myself that the Anchor and the Mountains with that Four of Wands maybe indicate that there are certain obligations around your home, or there are certain things that are holding you back that maybe are related to your home. Like maybe it's not easy for you to get out because you have certain things you are responsible for, whether it's chores or tasks around the house or your job or something like that. Something maybe doesn't give you enough freedom to pursue love flowing towards you, like the Ace of Cups. And so this could be momentary. Everything is in cycles. You might want to try, coming back and asking again. But right now it just sort of seems like July and August are not going to have a lot going on. You will be seen as attractive to people, But whether this moves into, dating or beginning relationships, it's not very clear yet.
There are struggles there.
Yeah.
So don't think this is any reflection on you.
It is
you
not.
know, I think it's just the timing. July and August are just not going to be ripe for this. So I wish you luck with that, Viddy. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Viddy. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Tidal.
Hi, Tidal Wave. I'm glad you waited. And I know Tidal Wave and several other people like to just watch us just because of the readings. And that really is resonant to us. We like that we're entertaining, or that entertaining at least. So thank you, everybody.
You're watching the old people.
Any good news coming this week?
Okay.
That's going to be your deck and my Letterman. If you pass it to me.
There you go.
I squish you. I squish you. Well, that's great. However people do it, that's great. We like it. Come for the reading, stay for the ranting.
Stay for the silliness.
Or the silliness. Hey, Shirley.
And come to see what strange outfits Mr. O will put together next.
I'm a wizard. Look at me.
I guess I'm going to have to dress up next time, Mr. O.
Well, you put on hats at Valentine's and St. Patrick's and colors, so...
Yeah, true that. Okay. Good news coming next week. Well, hey, look at this. You start off with the King of Pentacles.
Oh, I love it.
The Hanged Man is reversed. And the Seven of Wands is reversed. Well, let's see what Mr. O has with the Lenormand. I hope there's good news there.
The key
There is.
and the tree.
The key and the tree, and they rhyme. It must be important. The key and the tree. You want to go first, or
No,
should I?
I'll let you go.
Well, the King of Pentacles here is, this next week is a time to truly get mastery over your finances, or you will have that. Things seem to be flowing. Maybe, too, that, if this is about job, career stuff, you are working now, right? Did you find a job? I think you did.
No,
right?
she's waiting for a job offer.
Oh, you're waiting for a job offer. Okay. Well, maybe things will start to manifest for you, that things, people are going to start to see, your abilities and your skills in a better light now. That's what I'm looking at here. I also feel in this next week, this is a time to really start thinking about what you need to do to move things, to get the good news that you desire, what you need. There may be some sacrifices involved, I don't know what that means in relation to, what do we got there again?
7?
Yeah, the Seven of, the
Wands.
Seven of Wands is reversed. So I wonder here if maybe you have to sacrifice some of what you truly hope to achieve. I feel here that, you're not, you may have to come down off of that rock, that you're above everything here with, come down a peg and accept the fact that maybe, you have to make some sacrifices here that, this might take a little bit, that whatever good news you're hoping for may take a little bit more out of you than you had hoped. I think that's what I want to say. And that the key here is to understand this is a cycle of learning and growth that's going to start for you. And it will involve some sacrifices.
I like those two, the key and the tree, how you say that. And tidal wave does indicate what you just said, that maybe there's an awareness that some things will have to be sacrificed. I don't always know that I feel that the hangman reverse is about sacrifice. Sometimes I think it could be more about the deliberation of that, or maybe sometimes it could be in this context saying that maybe you won't have to sacrifice as much as what you thought. That maybe, and that could be for different reasons, because maybe it won't come to the idea of the offer you get, it may be a lesser offer that you'll take anyway. So you sort of get that feeling, though, too, that maybe with those two Lenormands, another thought I have here, too, is that sometimes those lesser things may still be, as an entry level, something that will possibly promise growth. So you may be able to find something where you can get a foothold in, and that might be that key.
Yeah. I think something will improve financially for you, which could indicate a job is coming. It's interesting what you say about that. I guess what I was thinking, because I know with the hangman reverse sometimes is a refusal to sacrifice. And that's why I'm saying you might have to be willing to give up something, of your security or your sense of where you felt you should be, in order to achieve more growth and, learning. I like what Mr. O said here. This could be really more something entry level that would bring you more, learn as you go kind of thing.
Opportunity.
Yeah. But I also like what I said. I definitely think that something is coming this week. This is something you're going to learn from this week. And if you're throwing a lot of resumes out there, and let's say a phone interview or something comes up, it could be that too, that you're going to learn a lot through this experience. So something's up though, and I like that. I really like starting with that king. I think that maybe there is some opportunity that might come your way.
We wish you luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm hopeful for you, Tidal.
Thanks.
All right, I think we're on Shirley. Hey, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. Oh, Mr. O just dropped the tile. So he takes the...
Will my business improve this upcoming week? Okay. Let's see what we've got there. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, as always, to Tidal Wave, and I like what you're saying there. That's interesting.
Hey, you are very welcome.
10 or 20 years ago, somebody said, and I dreaded when I heard this, was that they were talking about people who were more earlier in the workforce than I was, 10 or 20 years ago, that everybody's going to have more than one career in their life. Like, no, I only want one career. I don't want to keep having to change careers, have more education, but it does happen.
Yes, he saw my look. Just shuffle your cards and talk, Mr. O.
Okay, Shirley. And you're welcome. Of course, we'll take the readings. Will my business improve this upcoming week? Oh, okay. You want to change your question?
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see.
Oh, right. The horse. Yes. No, we can do that question if you want.
Yeah, we can do it, Shirley. Shirley, did you want us to do the first one or the second one?
We might be on a tape delay with them. Let's stick with the one that's still showing, then. That's probably what the intention is here. How to improve their business. It might pick up business aspects of that. Okay. We're going to do the first question about the business, not the one that was deleted. Are you all right?
No,
Why?
because I was ready to do the second one when I saw what I pulled. So
Well, it's not my fault.
it's okay, whatever. It is your fault.
So it's the reverse Nine of Pentacles. And it's the reversed Five of Pentacles.
That's good, at least.
Yes. And it's the upright Emperor. It's the book in Lenormand. And the birds.
Well, there's some good news, bad news. You know, if this is in relation to will your business improve, there's some good news, bad news regarding that. You know, I feel like you feel things aren't still where they need to be, you know, financially and business-wise. But there is some recovery perhaps this week. You know, with the Five of Pentacles here reversed, there is some recovery going on. And, you know, the Emperor's here. It seems like you're getting a little bit more of a handle on things. You know, that things are getting more under your control. I think maybe there'll be some more communications happening. You know, you will find some communications happening that, you know, will be very productive for you. I want to say that it might help you balance your books. I'm just going to say that a little bit, but I don't think you feel that things are where they need to be. I'm going to stop there, but I want to add something at the end of this, Shirley. Go ahead.
Okay, I wonder if that reverse Nine of Pentacles could refer to the idea about the recent situation with the vet and the horse, only in the sense that maybe it makes you feel, you know, because it's your business too. I know that because you've said that before. That there's... Don't do this to me.
No, go on, go on.
Okay, well, I feel...
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know, but you bugged me out, and now I can't concentrate.
Well, I didn't know you were bringing that up after you said we were doing the first reading. So go
I think
ahead.
it's pertinent to that.
I was going to bring it up too. Just
Okay,
so you
well,
know.
I think it's pertinent to that because I think the Nine of Pentacles reversed is saying that maybe something is telling you you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone in some respects, and that could be that situation. That's what I really meant by that, you know, seeking justice. But over here, I agree with Banshee. The reversed Five of Pentacles maybe is suggesting that there is movement in a better direction, and part of that is because maybe something begins to make sense or to make you see a light in a certain way, sort of like a light bulb is going off. It could also be about the realization of what other resources or situations could help in your business. And then finally, the Emperor to me is really about you leaning in or relaxing into your control, because I think the Emperor is the Emperor because he's got people. He doesn't have to do everything himself necessarily. He can kind of rely on the sense of what his resources are, which I was talking about.
So did you tackle the Lenormand? Why don't you do that too?
Okay, well, in Lenormand, what I think I see happening is that probably, once again, it's resources. It may be people or situations you know are bringing information to you, whether that's about how the business improves, like resources and networking, bringing other resources and networking, maybe that. But maybe it could be about what I felt there, the idea that something is going to push you out of your comfort zone or suggest you come out, and I think it may be about your horse.
Right. So if there's anything you want to add to that later as I go through what I'm going to say now, feel free. But I was going to tackle them both, I felt, because when I saw your second question, Shirley, I thought to myself, oh, I see something here I need to tell you. And so, you know, I feel here that if you go ahead and pursue this thing legally, you definitely may not be totally satisfied with the results. I get the feeling. There may be something positive that comes out of this. And I think what positive might come out of this is knowledge. I feel here that you will definitely need, like, if you want to do anything about this at all, you definitely need to consult with some expert. Whether it's an expert in what happened to your horse, like another veterinary person that you can consult with, or, if it's lawyers, if it's somebody in the legal profession. I feel here communicating with others is essential for you to get down to figuring out what happened. And you definitely won't find it out alone. There may be some recovery that you can get from this, but I'm not totally sure, it's going to really be satisfactory. So in a sense, it's like what Mr. O said, that maybe it's best to move on from there.
Right. I mean, maybe just the idea that it does sort of make you come out of your comfort zone a little bit to at least kind of have that realization in your life. Sometimes we take a lot of things for granted, and then, of course, we feel really surprised or really depressed about them. I'm not saying that's you, but it could just be that this is a part of a karma learning of some sense, and it sort of sounds, feeble in a way, because I know your horse meant a lot to you. Sorry.
Yeah, so sorry about that whole situation. Well, I hope this answers both questions. And I do hope things improve for you this next week. Good luck with that.
Thanks, Shirley. Dr. V is up.
Yep.
Dr. Victor, and Dr. Victor wanted to know about good news in their career.
Okay, let's see if we have any good news for you, Dr. V.
After Dr. V is Alicia, and then SP. SP
And
left
then
us a
Violet
question.
Lotus.
And then Violet Lotus, of course. Well, Violet's like staff, so I don't mention her as one, but she gets a reading. You keep staff happy.
Except I get to push you around.
That's what makes you happy.
We're going to start the Mr. O, the sympathy club for Mr. O now. Well, I do think
Oh
you
my
should
God,
report
that's
them and get
terrible.
some satisfaction out of this. Absolutely, Shirley.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Just seems like a lot of malpractice there.
I'm so sorry about that.
All right, Dr.
We're back
V.
on Thursday at 7 to 9 p.m., just in case you're wondering.
Good news about career. Well, you have the Queen of Cups upright. Oh, and you have the Nine of Swords, but it's reversed. Eh. But then you have the Ten of Cups reversed.
Well, that's a mixed bag, and wait till you see these.
Uh-oh.
Because there's the Heart and the Sith. The Sith is sort of curving away, though, ultimately, so we could say that, right?
You can.
So it may be talking about something that you're just not going to like a whole lot.
Well, I don't know. First off, I think the good news is that maybe some of your fears or anxieties are going to be allayed. Some of them will disappear. Maybe, you've been worried about something that you didn't need to worry about. The Queen of Cups indicates, that your emotions are going to be in a little bit of a better place. And that's good, because you're going to need that. Because apparently there may be some discord or some problems in a workplace. There could be something either at your present job or, place that is making you a bit unhappy. I think maybe, like I said, you don't fear things so much as you're feeling a little bit unhappy. And what you need to do here, I feel, is, you know, cut your ties with, you know, this place maybe, or with the things that are making you unhappy. You know, maybe this involves moving into a different position in the place you are working at now. Maybe this involves leaving for something that you truly desire. Whatever the case may be, there seems to be some unhappiness more than anything now that what you have to deal with. And it seems like you are in the right frame of mind to do so.
Well, it's like hearts or cups and swords. And so it's sort of like the combination of strong, mostly good emotions, and then maybe some things that are sort of challenging to them. And I think this is a good place to start. The Nine of Swords reversed, because it is about you sort of feeling, you know, not, I wouldn't say impervious, but close to that, the sense that, you know, things don't really bother you, but maybe this stuff is a little bit under the pale for you. Maybe you don't realize it. There is maybe the opportunity to feel that there is unhappiness coming somewhere in your career. I'm wondering if it's just the fact that it's competition in a way, because I do realize that you are a competitive professional. The tenor of some of your questions in the past have taken that. And so this may be saying that an opportunity you really want may not work out for you, and that may make you feel sad that, you know, you didn't get picked for this, or that this was passed over in some respect. So I don't feel that it's horrible news. It's just not great news. You'll have to let me know about that if I'm right. I sort of see this as happening not very soon, but maybe by the end of the year, Dr. Victor. All right.
That's what we have for you, I guess. Good luck with that, Dr. V.
Thanks for dropping in.
Good to see you again. Glad we could fit you in. Alicia's up. Hey, Alicia.
Hi,
You're
Alicia.
still here. And then SP and Violet Lotus.
Thank you, Shirley. You have a beautiful day, too.
Take care, Shirley.
You're welcome, Dr. Victor.
Hey, you're welcome, Dr. V.
I really have such a nasty taste in my feeling about what you said about this person, Shirley. You know, that a horse was meaningless to him, but his dog was everything. Horses are highly intelligent. Horses recognize people. Horses have actual relationships with people. So, in fact, you're like one of several people that I know personally who work with horses, who have horses. I know a few people with horses. I don't see them very often these days, but one or two of them may actually pop up here once in a while. I don't want to say who, but, you know, horses are beautiful. How could people be that way?
All right.
My deck?
Yeah. Do we have a question from Alicia?
I don't remember. I thought they might have left a question earlier. Do you remember, Violet? I'm going to try looking for it.
I know they wanted to know if we could fit them in.
How much? Okay, that was the question about readings. Hold on.
There we go. What is coming towards me with love?
All right, thank you. And I will use Karma. No, I'm going to use Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot. You're welcome too, Alicia. And we are almost at 4:20. My goodness.
No. I thought we were doing well, but we did blah, blah a bit. Both of us.
You blah, blah a bit.
It was that age conversation.
For the rest of July.
And by the way, you may only be able to see just the slightest corner of her, Violet, but Shadow's been sitting up in the tree. You can just see the little black fur up there.
I bet you saw that. She moved a little bit when I put my hand up there. I don't know if that's what it was. Okay, Alicia, the first one is the reversed Four of Wands. Then it's followed by the King of Cups.
Oh, it was your deck.
Yeah, it was.
I could have sworn. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe you're right. I don't remember now.
Well, it is now.
I guess so.
And then it's the Eight of Swords, and that's upright too. So that is interesting. You want to know what is coming towards you for the rest of July.
Okay, Four of Wands reversed, King of Cups upright, Eight of Swords. Okay, hang on.
Well,
I think I want to get these out there. Here's the first one.
Ride, Captain, ride. The rider.
Oh. Those mountains, they've been coming up a bit today.
Too much.
Too much.
And he's going up one.
Yeah. Well, okay, so what is happening with the rest of July? Is that right?
Yeah.
So the Four...
Love.
What?
Love.
Oh, in love. The Four of Wands reversed indicates that things could be better, but they're not bad. You know, it just seems like maybe there's something happening if nothing's been happening. It just seems as though this is a call for you to just be very, very open. There could be somebody, in fact, if you're not with somebody already and you don't know who this is, somebody who may play an important role and come into your life who could be a water sign, I think. But I don't know why. It almost seems to me like you might be hedging on this for some reason. You know, when I see the Eight of Swords, are you thinking that?
A little bit, but I think it's more corroborated by those Lenormands.
It is a little bit here. You might be well, yes, it's a follow-up in a way. Something might be making you feel a bit uncomfortable about this. Maybe, does it look like it's too good to be true? Is this person like sweet talking and, saying things that you're wondering and doubting if, or maybe do you feel you're not good enough, Something is blocking you moving forward with this.
Well, I'm going to get a little specific because I sort of feel that reverse Four Wands may indicate an invitation to something. Maybe it's a party or an event. It may not be a super big thing, and so maybe that's why, you don't want to feel like you're alone there, like there's not other people, that you might know or whatever, you don't want to feel like you're being singled out by somebody. But I sort of feel like that's what's going on, is that maybe something sort of happens and there may be a person there that is interesting to you, but because of the overall context, you might not feel like this is exactly the moment for you. So you might need to have more time to feel this way about this person or whatever their intentions might be. That maybe moving towards them just seems to be a little bit more cautionary on your part.
Yeah, try to take things slowly, and I feel inside that this person may be all right, because this is such a good card. But whenever our instincts, or what do I want to say, our intuition is telling us otherwise, you may want to hold back. But also this might just be because you're uncertain and you're feeling insecure. So whatever the case may be, I would say take your moves slowly and try to overcome how, you're feeling about this. Maybe this is something you should give a chance to here, but go slowly, if at all. And I'm hoping this means something good is going to happen for you, by the end of July. There's a short time span left here, so
well, I could
knows?
see it bleeding over a little bit, like it may be not exact, but I feel like if there is this context to situation where maybe you're invited somewhere it's just uneasy because you would feel more comfortable if there were more people around. You sort of feel like, maybe somebody is intentionally trying to match make you, and that doesn't feel comfortable, getting two single persons together. But maybe they really are a nice person. You just sort of have to understand that situation, that it might feel like you're being boxed into something, but you have your free will.
So this could be a water sign. This could be somebody who is in, I don't know, maybe he's in the creative arts industry of some sort.
Okay.
I just want to he could be a little bit older than you.
Possibly.
Maybe settled in some sort of career. They could also be in a helping profession because of, with the cups there, it's like, could be a counselor or an advisor
Social,
of some sort.
Just of some sort, yeah.
So that's kind of what we see. I hope this holds up and there's somebody interesting, coming into your life. You'll have to keep us posted. And good luck with that.
All right, Alicia. I hope that helps. And
well,
come back
and
again.
I see we have a when question from SP. We'll do what we can with that. We'll
now it's your deck.
3 tarot cards, and I'll use my deck as well. And I see it's my deck this time.
And you're welcome.
Do that one, I guess. Hey, you're welcome, Alicia. Thanks. I was shuffling here. You pushed right into me. You leaned in. Silly Sonny. All right. Oh, we have the 6 of Cups reversed. We have the 2 of Swords upright. We have the Page of Wands reversed. I'm going to let him put the Lenormand out too. Get my other deck out here. Whoa.
And chance has decided.
Wow.
The gentleman.
Well, it's certainly what you asked about.
And the house.
Well, that's positive in a way, I have to say, SP.
Yeah.
It looks as though, there may still be some delays here. You got the Page of Wands reversed, which is about some disappointing news, possibly some setbacks. And, I see the 2 of Swords here. The 2 of Swords here could mean that things are standing still right now. But, on the other hand, I have to say that the 2 of Swords could also be, it's time to, for you to sit down and really start, maybe the 2 of you, and really start making a decision about this. Start talking about this more seriously. Start talking about how this can be made to happen. And I would say here that, maybe, how would this fit? Do you have any ideas about this one? Because I'm kind of stuck
reversed.
on it. Yeah, 6 of Cups.
Well, I'm going to lead into that by saying that I'm asking if it's more likely that you would move eventually towards where the husband is rather than vice versa, because that's what I see there. And so therefore, does that represent something that maybe is more important to him or her, you, because of something from the past, your childhood, where you grew up? Is he more in where he grew up, or are you both, that kind of thing? So I'm just wondering if that's what needs to happen, is that this conversation needs to focus on what needs to happen for that. I think it's more likely you're going to want to move, or you will be able to move towards where they are.
Yeah, I would say whatever the case may be, don't let anything from your past interfere with this. Like,
Okay.
for example, maybe family doesn't want one of you to move or move together, or maybe, there's some other attachments or reasons from the past that could be holding this up too. Don't let that interfere. Work on the here and now. It's time, and maybe it's also the fact that, it's taken so long, it's taken so much time to really get to be together. And now is the time to move towards making this happen. One way or another, the focus has to be here. And this says again, nothing's going to happen if you both don't talk it up and come up with an actual plan.
Right. It's really about not having the information you need to make the decision.
Because otherwise there's delays and setbacks. And look at, you've got the home and the man here in security, and maybe a togetherness here, establishing a home. So I think it's definitely possible, but you got to make it happen. So let's see if I can figure out some timing for you here. And I hope it's not going to say years from now. Let's just see what they say. It'll at least give me an idea that it's still a ways off, or maybe it's getting closer to coming to fruition.
And I took a quick look at our Gmail, and I noticed that 2 people, one who won today,
have
contacted us,
Very
Jano
cool.
too.
Yeah.
And also a person we recently did a special reading for has contacted us.
Awesome.
Yes.
I know who that is, so that's awesome. All right. You're always peeking at stuff, Mr. O. You have all this time on your hands during the show.
As long as my hands aren't anywhere else.
Well, it's at least encouraging. But this is what the first one says.
It's better to give this more time to come in.
And that
Which is
might be
kinda what-
SP because of what we said here. There seems to be delays. You really have to come up with a plan. But this is saying that maybe something can start to gel together by 3 months from now. So, really, in order to really make that happen, you both of you have to get serious about coming up with a plan. And maybe it's time to talk to your partner about that and just say, look, I know you're busy. I know you have a lot of work, but we have to come up with a plan now to make this happen. So I wish you luck with that. I think it's possible, but there's still some delays and some setbacks till you can come up with a plan. I wish you luck with that, SP. Good luck.
Good luck.
And we're on Violet Lotus.
And she's writing us a book.
Oh my gosh. Hold on here. Up, she wants the witch's garden. Estrella. Oh, I know Estrella.
We definitely
Of
do.
the stars, yes. Injustice.
You're
I'm
welcome,
very
SP.
much into the Greek. I can't give you a lot of info, but I really gravitate towards the Greek pantheon a lot. I do.
Yeah, Greco-Roman, and with me a bit of Egyptian. I like
Artemis.
Norse too, of course.
Diana. Persephone. Okay, why isn't my thing moving back up here? I have
So what
problems with
message does she
Did
want
you-
to work with you, and what message does she have?
this.
Meanwhile, don't forget to come back on
She
Thursday
wants to
night.
work with me, and if
7
so, what
p.m.
message does she have for you? Well, let's do this a couple of ways. Should we do a yes/no on this?
Mm-hmm. You mean to start it, like?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my cards, and I'm going to let you shuffle.
All right.
And I will do you want to count this time? I'll let you. They might be a little harder to read the print, but you should be able to tell the aces fine, so I'll let you do that. And we won't do the Lenormand till we do the second part of the question. Where is the Lenormand, may I ask? Is it around? Oh. That's all right. It's my reading. That's why you have them. So, but I'm letting you do this part of it. I will do the second part. I mean, we're both doing it, but
So
never mind. I'm bad.
The yes or no is, does Estrella want to work
Yes.
with you? Aces, don't fail me now.
You're welcome, SP.
You are welcome.
Don't bend my cards. There it is.
Is it? That says page.
It is a page?
Yes.
Darn it.
Put it down.
You're right.
You didn't trust me, did you?
No, I didn't. One more.
I know that. Most likely, yes. Wow. If she's a little fickle, it's because one or both of you are a little bit intemperate. Temperance reverse.
Well, but she can help you. You mentioned about her being involved in justice. She can help you restore balance. You know?
There you go. Oh my God, this is a sign then, isn't it?
This is a sign. I like this. I like it a lot. I also think that, restore balance and harmony in a sense of, that you, of your righteousness here, I think, too. I like this. I want to throw 3 cards, too, though, because you asked what is the message then. And
do you need those back?
What?
You need these back?
Yes, I do. Because what we're going to do now is, what is the message, why is it important, and where is this leading?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Temperance there, and the lack of balance. So, like, she can restore balance and harmony and make you feel more, in just in balance, in tune. I like that. All right, let's see what we're going to get here. Whoopsie. Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time because I dropped seed almost. There.
I'm sleepy.
Wow. Okay, you know how you had temperance reversed? What is the message?
Two of Pentacles reversed.
So it's all about restoring balance and harmony and, trying to help you through times that just have seemed very unbalanced to you, where you feel like things haven't been completely under your control, right? And, it's about eliminating maybe some of the chaotic feelings, emotions, or other things in your life, trying to restore balance and harmony there. Whew.
Why is it important?
Why is it important? Because new opportunities are waiting for you.
Page of Cups reversed.
Oh, I thought that was the 4.
Am I wrong?
You're right. I still stand by that. New opportunities for you to achieve, to use your creativity, to use your talents, and to use your intuition, you know. I think this is really important here. This, you know, restoring the balance and harmony will allow your intuition to flow more freely.
Yes.
And, you know, for you to become more creative and imaginative, which will open doors for you.
That's the context of that card, yes. Page of Cups. Speaker.
Yeah, I'm sorry I threw that little Four of Cups in there, but it's very similar in that regard. Well,
excuse me.
Where is this heading?
Don't go. It's the Hermit.
Don't hide in a cave. I'm not exactly sure that's it, but what I think it is saying is she can provide you with a lot of wisdom, a lot of good counsel. Studying her, following that path, maybe doing offerings to her, whatever the case may be. He wants to show the Lenormand. Enlightenment. What?
Coffin.
You know, I really can never say that this is the end of success here. I can never say that with this combination. But what I could say is it might help you finally successfully put some things to bed or to rest that have been troubling you.
Well, I could still see it as being balance related too, because of course, especially for people like us, we are sun and moon, you know, and so maybe this is saying that, you know, sometimes you have to find the balance in also acknowledging that sometimes not everything will be light and sunny.
That's true. But you know, the sun is a
You know
star,
this.
so it came up here. It's our star.
There you go.
So, you know, there is that. But I do feel here with the overall positive tenor of this reading, and you know, one would say, well, how can you say that's positive? Because she's here to help. I think, you know, with the Hermit here in particular, her wisdom is here to help you through this. Some of the difficulties that you have been facing and some of the imbalances, and that is a positive.
This could be saying, perhaps, because I work symbolically more, that as things are ending that maybe have been problematic, the sun returns, though, that other things will lighten up.
Yeah. So fascinating, interesting reading.
It was a fascinating reading, wasn't it?
Good question, and I'm glad we did those two readings. That worked out well.
All right.
All right.
So that was our lengthy show.
Yes.
2 hours and 43 minutes,
I think
give or
this
take.
matches last week, too. We might have even went a
You're
bit
welcome.
beyond that.
You're welcome, Lila.
So, hey, everybody. Thanks for a great show of readings today. I know some of them weren't all happy, but, you know, hopefully they gave you the knowledge and information you need to move forward. And, hey, check us out again next time. Same time, same...
and I wanted to mention, because I haven't made a big fanfare, but on our YouTube channel, we are now doing the daily cards of the day as a slightly animated card reading, as well as the oracle cards that Banshee and I do. She does two, I do too, she does the other ones.
So it's been a long time coming, but we're finally at least giving our YouTube subscribers the daily readings that we give to our other social media for
So
the
if you
collective.
need a daily reading, just go to our YouTube channel and you'll see
Consider
it
it like
every
a horoscope
day.
of sorts.
In fact, like Banshee does, a lot of times I'm getting them out the evening before. Not always, but I'm working towards that.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks everybody for your support as always, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great week ahead, and we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.